Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Mike Kelly, and we are Real Estate Jerky Daily.
Yeah, we are.
All right. What do we do for a living? Oh, that's right. I do veterans loans, home loans. I help veterans get into homes. So I help them build personal wealth through home ownership. What do you do, Mike?
I'm a probate specialist. I
All
could
right.
do probates like crazy. And trusts. Trust me, I can do a trust.
Well, trust is easy,
And I do
but you got to earn it.
all other residential stuff, but I
Yeah.
specialize in probates.
Of course, everybody can do everything, but it's what is the most specialty you can get.
You know what? We're finding out that not everybody can do everything.
I didn't say everybody was good at it. I just said, I'm just saying everybody can try to list a property.
I finally got all those reports I was ticked
begging
about
yesterday.
yesterday.
They must have listened to your thing over here.
No, but I just it helps to have relationships with your service providers and good relationships at that.
Well, once those reports are done, aren't they automatically part of the contract and everything else?
Yeah. The way the contract reads, the buyer responsibility for getting inspections. And once they get the inspections, they agree that they will turn those inspections over at no charge, extra charge to the seller. Unless you have an agent that's like, well, I don't care. We didn't close escrow and you can suck rocks or you can pay me for these inspections. No, that's not what the contract says. You have to follow the contract. And by the way, you're an idiot.
And by the way, you wasted our time. So that alone, you should just give us the stuff.
Exactly. Wasted big time. Didn't remove any contingencies at any point during their, and they didn't even put their deposit in within the 3 business days.
And they should have been canceled right then and there.
Yep.
Yeah, because then they didn't have a valid contract.
I don't think they had us as a backup offer at that time yet. So, you baby things along. You think, okay, they'll get it in there in the next day or two.
All right. So what we're saying is if you write a offer on a property and you don't get accepted, you should then ask to get into backup position so that you can be the next one when that first one falls out.
Because it happens more than you know.
And it also gives the seller some power to make them move in the beginning to get them to do something.
Right.
All right. Let's talk about some positive.
Let's do some positive stuff. What do you got?
I don't have any positive stuff. Existing home sales fall a third month as set new prices, all-time record highs. Contract closing dropped 0.7% in May at a 4.1 million analyzed pace, which is above the 4.1. It's 4.11, and they were expecting 4.1. But it was really driven by the South. A lot of people are leaving California for Florida, Texas, and another state. I have to look at my little picture to figure out what it was, but they're still leaving.
Yeah.
Supplies up 18.5% from a year ago. The median price of homes nationwide went to 419,300, a 5.8% gain from a year ago, and the highest price ever recorded.
Wow.
So I wonder if there's any unrecorded ones.
There probably one or two.
All right. So leading economic index, the Conference Board released their leading economic index, which decreased in May by 0.5%, which was worse than the estimates of -0.3%, followed by a -0.6% in April.
Whoa,
that's a lot of negativity. So the index has been -25 out of the last 26 months. Normally that tells us you're going into a recession,
right?
But I think we're in one, but they just keep spending money.
Yeah, so you can't qualify it as a recession. You keep spending the bucks.
Well, and we talked about this yesterday, and I want to reiterate it about the fact of what's causing the bonds not to react the way that they should be reacting. The CBO came out and reported that the U.S. spending problem continues to accelerate, and they're not talking about us as people. They're talking about the government. The CBO initially estimated that in 2024, the fiscal deficit would be 1.6 trillion. Again, that means that's 1.6 trillion more than they bring in for taxes.
Right.
Why do you think they hired 85,000 IRS agents,
right,
who are now going after only really tip people, small and other small, the low income people who can't fight them. And I said this is what was going to happen because that's what they did in the 80s.
Yeah.
So let me get back to the number. So meaning that we are spending, I said that they just increased it by $400 billion to almost $2 trillion. That is why the bond market is not reacting positively to all these negative news that we hear because of that. This government is overspending, and even, we need things to change, period.
Yeah. Yes, we do. So please, you're going to feel the pain this year, especially close to November. Go out, make sure you are registered and you vote. Vote your pocketbook.
Please vote your pocketbook, and especially get out to vote.
Yeah. 15% in Stanislaus County.
19.9 was the last election, and before that was 58%.
That's abysmal.
All right, and
even the 58%.
It's horrible. We need 99.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, 73. Some of the Democrats can stay home. I'm just kidding. Tuesday, next week we have some big, numbers for appreciation for homes and stuff like that. We got Case Shiller on Tuesday, FHFA on Tuesday. Also Wednesday, mortgage applications again, and new home sales. Thursday, initial jobless claims, pending home sales, and Friday is PCE, so that could really move the market on Friday. So, and that's what we have. And next week, I see that new home sales are guaranteed to be down. Pending home sales, I'm sure, are not going through the roof. So it's going to be if they're the same as these numbers that we've just been going over the last few days.
Yep.
But we need the government to stop spending in order to fix our problem.
They're not going to do that.
And somebody asked, I was watching news this morning, and they were asking some people, what's holding you back? When are you going to react? What would make you go out and buy a home? They said, when rates get to 5.875, the guy's like, well, good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck.
Yeah. Because even the rates they're quoting right now, their Fannie Mae's quoting, that's 2 points.
There's a builder in town that's buying buyers loans down. So let's say they're doing a 2-1 buy down. So they could start you at, I think the guy quoted 4.99 is what they were being able to buy people down. I mean, that fluctuates all the time. So
right, because it's 2% lower than what the current market rate
exactly
is. But what I would tell most people is that instead of doing the 2-1 buy down, do a direct buy down, meaning that take that same amount of money, see how low you can get your payment today, that rate down, so it stays
so you're not
there.
Graduating.
Right, because you're going to be higher than where we are today when you finish.
Right.
So, then that's where you don't want to be.
Right.
So because it'll give you way more time.
It does. And
I'm just saying you could be 5.25 or 5.5 by
yeah,
just a direct buy down.
You're going to be fixed, period.
So don't focus on the 4.99, which when you end up going to be 6.99 at the end, or 7.25
right.
at the end, when you could be just a straight 5.99 forever or 5.75.
I got it. That's bueno.
Yeah.
You want to see some numbers?
Sure.
Okay, look. There you go.
Wow, not a real big difference.
Nope. Okay.
Same as last week. Aren't those last week numbers?
No, it's June. It's ending June 15th,
which is last week numbers.
Last week's numbers, but it's not the previous week's number, which was June 8th. Yeah, it's just kind of the same all the way across.
Yeah, we're pretty much closing the same numbers as we've been all year,
and that's about the same.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, and then this is
about the same.
Yeah,
and maybe up a 0.5%
We got a bigger blue font somewhere in there. I don't know where.
All of them are blue, dude.
Yeah, but see this color blue, this light blue.
I don't see a light blue.
I don't get it either.
I think they got the wrong. That's more of a purple.
Oh, I see the light blue. It's the dashes all the way around the border.
Whatever.
So status quo. I mean, we're just kind of chugging along. I like the fact that realtors are thinking still very positively.
Well, they're all thinking listings are going to be up. Yeah, that's because nobody's selling.
Yeah, exactly.
But more people are leaving California, which I thought it stopped.
Yep.
But it didn't. And let me see here. Where were they going? All right. So we have
Mississippi.
People leaving. 10% of them are going to Florida. 7% are going to Texas. And 7% are going to Arizona. So two of those, so 14% has no idea what they're getting into.
No, they don't. They don't.
And 10%, once they get to Florida, are going to go, oh my God, it's humid all the time.
Yeah. John Anderson yesterday. I went to Florida for 2 weeks in June.
Don't ever go to Florida. June. That's like going to Puerto Vallarta in June. Don't do it. It's a rainy season.
Guess what I'm doing? I'm going to Cabo in July.
Well, that's not too bad. It's only going to be 115, and it's a dry heat.
Yeah. And I have a refrigerator, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's about all I have. I mean, this weekend I think it's going to be hotter than Hades, which is what I love.
Hades.
Yeah.
We were going to go cabin. Then Mark's like, "Can we clean the garage?" We.
Is she listening?
Nope.
At the front door, maybe.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
That's a hot weekend to choose to clean the garage.
No, just do it in the morning. It's not that big of a deal. It's just you know what I need to do is I need to put one of those attic doors in so I can get and put the
the other stuff that you don't touch a lot.
Up there.
In storage.
Plus, I want to get some. I have a storage that I don't want anymore, and it's all the stuff I'm going to sell. But there's stuff we want to that you want to keep for Christmas and all that stuff. I need some place to put it. Well, the garage attic, I didn't realize how big it was.
It's pretty big, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not super big, but it's still big.
I
It's
know,
not like the older homes where you can walk up into the attic and stand up.
I know a guy that can help you do that.
Yeah, so do I.
Me
Me.
too. And Marcia.
It's easy. You cut the sheetrock and screw the thing in, and you're good to go.
You just need that extra hand to hold it up there while you're
2x4.
Yeah, or 2x6s,
or one of those jacks.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
He jumped over that candlestick.
Ouch. All right, everybody, make it a great day. Be
Have
careful out there. It's going to be warm, and this weekend, drink a lot of water because beer doesn't keep you hydrated.
No, it does. It actually does the difference.
Yeah, margaritas do though.
Because of the ice. Talk to you later, guys.
All right, make it a great day.